In today's video, we're going to see an introduction to Cybersalt template. Oh man, integrity, template integrity, which is funny that I would forget the name of it because this is an extension by me. This is a world first here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials channel. I'm going to show you an extension that I have developed. It is free and it will meet, I think, an important need in the Joomla community. So, hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Watch Me Work live stream number 335 here on the Basic Joomla channel, where I show you my favorite extensions, tools, and tips for building and maintaining Joomla sites. I also work on Joomla sites, build them, maintain them, do all the stuff. If you're looking to hire someone short-term or long-term, or just to get you out of a spot, send me an email, tim@cybersalt.com, and let's talk. All right, today's video is brought to you by our channel sponsor, mysites.guru. Do you have a Joomla site? Of course you do. Head on over to mysites.guru, get a free site audit for your Joomla site. You can get site audits for your WordPress site there too, even a PHP site. And while you're there, check out all the tools and information that will save you time and money managing one or multiple Joomla sites. Okay. Did not change the picture today and started a little bit late today because there's a couple of last minute changes I wanted to make to the to template integrity before we test it out live. And I will admit to having a little bit of not anxiety, not angst, but feeling a little bit nervous to share this since it's something that I have made. That said, I think it's only fair that I do it on the live stream here because there have been so many other extensions by developers that I have shown live and probably have mangled for them or something. So today I will see if I can do it to myself. All right. Hello to Bjorn in chat, and it is good to see you there. And anybody else who is lurking, and we will get right to it. Let me change my glasses here, and I'll push the button, put me down in the corner here, and let's go. All right, so this is Cybersalt. Cybersalt CS template integrity, and I'm going to paste the link in chat right there. It's also in the video description, and I just made this repo public. And so if you want to check that out and follow along, and I'm going to test this today on my client site, West Shore Optometric Eye Care. And then, but I'm going to still do it on a test copy of the site. And to do that, we're going to go to Stage It. And we're going to make a staging copy. Now, I have run this on live sites before, but for the live stream today, this does use the Joomla API key. And instead of me having to switch back and forth screens, I can set a new API key in the copy of this site. It doesn't matter if anybody sees it publicly, because I can then just remove this copy of the site and all will be well. All right, so let's log into the staging area of the site here. And we go here to GitHub. We will go to code, and you're just going to click download zip. And we will, I'm going to put it to just up here. I'll just save it there. CS template integrity main. That might not be right. We will see though. Then the next thing that we're going to do is go into the my client site here, and you will see that there is just over this side of my head here a red button. It says there's 68 overrides to check. Now, when Joomla is updated, if you have copies of templates or child templates, things that you have made adjustments to, those do not benefit from the updates that happen in new releases. Likewise, if you're using another template and in this case, this is a template creator CK template, changes, security changes or some changes to the overrides that you have there, or even to those templates, they do not get touched. And so what you end up with is this very annoying, not annoying, but you end up with this red warning here. And when you click on that, you go to this list and you'll see that there's a change found for drop files. And then there are 16 changes for this template here. And there's 16 changes for this template, which is the Wesher iCare homepage. Now, what you need to do is, let's say you would click on these changes and you would see these templates that were changed, and you can go in and you can look at them and show original file, show differences, go down here, and what you do is you would compare what has changed, and you would see some of them are not really that important to worry about, but you might want to look for something that's security related that has changed that you need to update. And that is not only a long, meticulous process. If you're like me, you might not understand the code entirely or at all, or know what to look for, and so it can be a drag. So what template integrity does is you install it on your Joomla site, and then using AI, you can then look at all those overrides, get recommendations, and you can make changes as to what you're going to do with them. So let me show you how that works. We're going to go System, Install Extensions. I've already downloaded up here, and we will drag it down. Yes, that is not the file that we want from GitHub. When I saw main, I knew that was it. So what's going on with GitHub here? GitHub, to open with GitHub. I don't want that. What is, let's see. Let me just, over here in Claude. All right, so what's happening over here? This is where I have Visual Studio, and I'm where I have coding for this. And unfortunately, I missed a step in publishing this, I think, because there's no download package to get from GitHub, unless I've got it in the wrong place. Oh, Bjorn says on the right side. On the right side. The right side? Where are we here? One release. Is this what I'm clicking on here? I don't think so. Is it? No. We'll just see here. Okay, they live behind releases. Okay. I'm getting a little information here. All right, so I've got a link here to go. And let me just see here. See, I told you I would do this to myself here. Control copy. It says always the latest. Now, what did I click on here? Releases up at the top here, but how did we get to that? It says, what did it say here? The package is there. You're probably on the wrong GitHub page. 3 URLs to know. Does not show download zips where we were. Releases pages. And then releases always the latest. So really, that's a bit of a pain here, isn't it? We need to, all right, so I'm going to paste in the chat here. Whoops. There is the link where you can get the latest one. It's very confusing. And so I'm going to paste that in here. And now we've got latest. And now we have the zip file right here. And we will download that. And I'm going to save that. That's going to work because it looks familiar. All right. And there you go. It's installed. Now, the first thing you can do here is you can click Open Dashboard. And you will be presented with this warning. Make sure you have a recent backup of your website before you let this extension change anything. We strongly recommend to keep a backup on your host backup or your host backup feature. What this extension does, it pairs your Joomla site with an AI Claude to review every flag template override, classify each one as a security threat, a cosmetic difference, or a legitimate customization, and apply the patches you confirm. Every patch is auto-backed up to the database first, so individual changes are reversible, but a full site backup is still your safety net for everything else. AI can make mistakes. Claude may misclassify something or propose a patch that breaks a feature. Always read what it proposes before you say yes, apply it, and test the site after fixes are applied. Not sure? If you're not comfortable using this tool, email Tim at tim@cybersalt.com and let's talk. We can walk you through it or do the review for you. Now you have the option to check this to not see it again. And this is what I was just adding before I went live. So hopefully that works. And I see there's a little language string problem in there. And there you go. Now here's how we will use this. The first step, run a review with Claude. The extension exposes your override via REST. Pair it with Claude to get an automated security review of every flagged override on this site. Then apply the fixes you confirm all in one chat. So what you do is we need to generate a Joomla API token in the Joomla admin system user profile, Joomla API token. Copy that. You only need to do it once. Open Claude and paste the prompt below. And here is the prompt right here. I have not tried it in anything other than Claude. So we could try it in ChatGPT. Maybe we'll do that afterwards. And also, the other thing is this is like a very early version. So if you have any suggestions, so for instance, like it's very hard to see the prompt here. That's something that I want to change. And in fact, let me just open up a window here on my screen off to the side. And I'm going to say, I'm going to make some notes right here in case you raise anything. So text and confirmation button. In fact, I may fix these live later on. All right. So it's not only for Claude because we have the prompt that is here, but we'll try it with Claude today. So that's a good point. Okay. So let me open up Claude on my computer here. Let's open over here. I can go to new chat. And here you see, welcome Tim. All right, we've got that already off to the side here. Now, this is the prompt that we need. And as you can see, all you have to do is click copy, scan prompt. And with it copied, I can then paste it inside of Claude. Now, there's something missing here. And that is the API. We haven't done that yet. So you see here, API token, paste your Joomla API token here. So what I'm going to do is go in and create that API token out of my out of users. Now, let me just switch here because I'm on a client site. Let me just switch screens here. And I'm going to, so we have two here. We have two users on here, myself and my team member, Gunnar. And I'm going to go into my account. And I'm just going to switch again here. And I'm going to okay, so now I can show you this here. I'm going to go into my account and you'll see all these tabs you have here. Go to Joomla API token. Now I am comfortable copying this in public, like on the live stream here, because again, I've made a staging copy of this site. Someone could use this and get on there and mess around with it, but that is not. I'm just going to toast this. Bjorn says use pre-code, copy to code. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a good point. I could probably make it look like code. All right, so I have that API. All right, now let's go back. And I'm going to do two things on here. I'm going to paste. This is the prompt. It's quite long. But it's going to give all kinds of directions that what you need to do here. But here is, I need to paste the API token. And I'm going to do that here. Right? That. And there's the API token. So these are my notes of things to change up here above those stars. But I'm going to select, I have the whole prompt here. And I'm going to go right down to the bottom. And I'm going to copy that. All right, now we can go back to components and CS template integrity. No, we're going to go back to Claude, sorry. And let's just get rid of this here. Now I'm going to paste the new prompt with the API key in it. Yeah, Bjorn, on the live site, what I did was I already toggled the API on the copy. So the original API on the live site is what it is, but I changed it on the stage it before anybody, before revealing it to anyone. Now, so now Claude, what it's doing is it's getting started. Let me first check whether I can reach the API endpoint. And Claude, oh, come on. Oh, okay. This is very important. This step with Claude, notice it says I can't reach the API yet. So I'm going to copy this domain and now watch. Let me just change screens here just to check here. And I go down to I just got to remember where this was. Did Claude tell me where to go? Oh yes, okay. So let's just switch here. To run this review, you need to go to add this to settings, code execution, network configuration. All right, let me just check that out here. Settings, code execution, network configuration. Settings. Oh man, I forgot about this step. No, that is not it. General. Oh, sorry, everybody. I forgot that I had to look at this. Extensions, no. No, hold on for a sec. What the heck is it saying here? Let's see here. Not that. It's right there, but it did not show settings, code execution, network configuration. Yes, settings. Code execution is somewhere down here. Let's just see. Usage, no capabilities. Okay, so it's under capabilities. And I can show you that. I'm just going to delete. Okay. All right, now I can change this. Okay. Hello, Julie. So in Claude, you're going to go to Settings, and then you're going to go to, oh man, I was just in there. Capabilities. Yes. Settings, capabilities, and then you'll go down here, domain allow list. And I'm going to post the domain of the website, which I thought I had copied. We'll just do that. Copy that. Now we're going to put that in there, and it's just the domain. So you have to, I have to add this to Claude. All right. Now I think I might have to restart a new session for this. So let's just see here. I'm going to type try again in Claude. And if not, I think I have to open up a new chat for that setting to kick in. Oh, still blocked. Okay, so I'm going to go to a new chat, and then I'm going to go and paste that prompt all over again. And I think this time it will be able to. Otherwise, I have to close Claude and open it again. So here's the process. There you go. I have page 1 of 2. Let me get page 2 and decode all paths. All right, so it is now looking at our Joomla site at the template overrides that are flagged in the system. Good. That's going to let me go back here and make a note. Okay, now you'll see that it has, so Julie, this is an extension I've made that assists AI in checking template overrides that are alerted in the back end of a Joomla site. So as we have seen here, we, in this case, we'll go home, and you'll see that there are, it's checking the overrides. We can actually go, and you'll see that there's 1 change here, 16 changes here, 16 changes there. And it's going to, AI is now looking at all those and going to give us a recommendation. And the URL to get that extension is on here. URL to get that extension is right here. All right, so now we just have to wait while Claude does its thing and looks at all these overrides and thinks and does all that information. And so it's fetched all files. Now let me extract contents and run diffs on each pair, also detecting whether duplicate path templates have identical content to avoid redoing work. So this is obviously not an instant process. However, it's going to end up being a lot faster than if you did this manually on a site for everything. All right, so now let me start analyzing. I'll begin with the drop files front end override ID33, since it's a third-party extension system layer. All right. JDay USA has started. I think today is the all-day coding or all-day introduction to Joomla part. So Grandma Cybersalt and I are going to be getting up early in the morning
for, I think like it's an 8 o'clock start or something like that. And looking forward to participating. And then Friday, I'm doing a presentation on my Zero Inbox Dream, and also taking part in a panel with Joe Sunny and Sigrid, her last name escapes me, about the future of Joomla. Now, about this extension, I did it this way so that you don't have to use an API for your Claude account. The reason being that that costs extra money. So I pay monthly for Claude, and I want to use this app and the tokens and every access that I have. I want to use it, not pay extra on top. Okay, so let's see. Here's Claude has said, I've spotted one likely security regression already. IDs 4950 removed this escape on article title. Let me check the other diffs. It's a 3 p.m. start for Julie. 3 p.m. Wow. Oh, and yeah, because that's 8 in the morning. So that's good. That's not too bad. I have some other extensions in development. This one gave me an idea of how we can create a tool that will do allow AI to access Joomla sites. A little bit easier than the current method, but that will be coming along in a while. So we're just kind of waiting here for the AI to finish its thing and tell us what to do. And then we will be able to clean this up. And then so I will show you, let me just show you a couple of other things on the site here. If I go to components, template integrity. Oh, that should have stayed checked. Now, so I'll have to test that. All right. So as we scroll down, that's our prompt. Here's a part. Most users do not need this card. Use this only if you're starting a fresh chat to apply fixes from a previous review. All right, so here we go. I'm picking up earlier security review of my Joomla site. Wrapping in prompts to narrow. I'm going to make a little note of that. And so you can copy this font here. This prompt, which looks like we'll pick up what it's been doing. And then down here, there is a log that you can see all of the sessions, what was happening in the sessions. And after you're done acting on Claude's recommendations, you want to clear the changes found badges shown in templates. Yeah, so I don't know about this, but you can go and review, open the site templates, and you can just check each one individually if you want, or you can just mark them all as reviewed. I need to change the order of these things, but also down at the very bottom, you can reset the overrides for a review. So I put this button in there because if you've ever thought, I'm just going to approve these to get this this warning red gone, then you can reset everything, and then you could run another scan of all overrides in your site. So let's go back to Claude, see what he's doing. Okay. Claude has a complete picture. Let me compile classifications for all 33 overrides and draft the report. And let's just click back here. Let's view all sessions. Yeah, I have to fix this button here. We don't have any sessions yet because it hasn't done anything. All right, so we have to wait. Wait while Claude does his thing. Its thing. Okay. If you were reading some of my previous chats here, you'll see one here says love message for Susan Davis. That was an email I sent to Susan to show her that I've got Claude that will automatically send an email. All right. Report saved as session 1. Here's the full review. Let's just refresh here. Yeah, I have to fix that. Here's our session. 2 alerts, 31 reviews. So this is what's being spit out in Claude right now. But we can also read it again right here in markup. It shows the alerts about something. It shows reviews and all different information here. You can also, whoops, I'll just show you this. You can also, let's see, I want to put, whoops, down, typing in the wrong window here. All right. If you're viewing your session, you can also download the report, and you'll download it as an MD file, markup document. I think that's what that is. But let's go back to ChatGPT. Or sorry, here's our report. Good news first, nothing on the site is being tampered with, and the great majority of what got flagged is just normal theme work that's drifted away from current Joomla over the years. There is one small fix I'd like to apply, a missing safety filter on a sidebar list of articles. Everything else is safe to leave alone for now and tidy up the next time the template gets mark down, not markup. Did I say markup? Okay, mark down. Everything else is safe to leave alone for now. What you should do today: patch featured default _ links, the more articles sidebar list on both of your themes, the main site theme and the homepage theme. This file is missing safety filter that protects against someone embedding code through an article title. It's a 1-line restore on each copy of the file. Once you give it the okay, I'll back up the files and then apply the patch. And then it says here, I went through 33 flag template files, 16 in your main site theme, 16 in your homepage theme, and 1 in drop files. And here's the findings. 2 alerts, default links on the more articles, as already talked about that. And then it's saying that we can go and review these, and that it's okay to dismiss. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is ChatGPT, yeah. Sorry, this is Claude. So there's lots of things here. It's just saying to review them. And you know what? At this point, you don't need to review them. We just had AI do that. And so here's the technical detail, the patch IDs 49. Restore this to the handful of overrides to the details. Report saved. Tell me which findings you'd like me to fix and which to leave alone. For each one I confirm, I'll back the file up first so we can roll back if anything breaks. I'm just going to say this. Fix the 2 files you alerted about and mark all of the rest of the overrides as checked. All right. And so we're going to tell it to do that. Now, let's go back to our template page. Now notice here, remember, we've got change found here for drop files. We have 16 changes found in West Shore Eye Care. default, and Westshore iCare homepage has 16. And we're going to wait while Claude uses the access that we've given it to the site. It's going to make those 2 changes, the security ones that it has suggested. And then our work is done. Now, so of course, the beauty of AI is this, is that while it's doing this, get up and make yourself a coffee, go look out the window, work on something else. There we see it's resolved 2 issues and bulk dismiss remaining overrides. And here's the information on what was changed. Okay, these 2 default, they were changed, and rolling back. If anything looks off on the staging site, the original contents of either files are 1 click away. Open backup 1 or 2, and we'll see that. But first, see, we have change found, 16 changes, 16 changes. When we go refresh, everything is up to date. And it shows us up to date. And when we go to the home dashboard, overrides are up to date because we have done a security review of them with Cybersalt template integrity. Now, let's just continue to look in the site here. Want to see, we can click on file backups. Yeah, and you'll notice here is the file backup of both of these files here. They were in different locations. They both named the same, but notice one is a little bit longer. Oh, this is Westshore homepage. Okay, this is the template. Westshore here. Let me blow this up here. Amoeba virus. Hello. This is a new extension that I have created that will look at check the template overrides in a Joomla site that have been changed and are being reported on in the control panel. So as you'll see, there's 2 files that were changed here. Westshore iCare homepage, HTML content feature default links. And that is the file there. You can download that file if you want. You can view the file. And this is the other one, which was in this template folder. We have the option. Yeah, I have to fix that. And here is, let me just set this again here, Control-0. Here's the file, the original file. So if you're ever going to restore it, you can actually click this button and restore it here originally if you find that something broke your site that you did. All right, next, go here, action log. Here are some actions that have been taken and of the files that were changed. If a file is just marked as checked, it doesn't get changed, it doesn't get a backup. And it shows what session those files were in. Session, and this thing will go here. Yes, Amoeba virus. I think you could make things for Windows with Claude AI. Yeah, if you can, if there's something you want, you can vibe code it. And then here is our dashboard. And again, we have checked all of the overrides. They're all up to date. They're secure. We fixed 2 that were just missing a little thing. And now you don't have to worry about that list, and you don't have to blindly go ahead and check that as just wipe those out so the screen is not red anymore. So why don't we do this? Now we're still in the staged copy of my client. Let's go to components and let's go to system. No, we're going to go to CS template integrity, to the dashboard. Thank you very much, Amoeba virus. We're going to reset all overrides for review. All right, so basically, Now, when we go to the home dashboard and refresh, we'll see all of our overrides are here. Oh my goodness, we have 184. There is a whole bunch that I maybe even just checked those before just to get that off. So that means that we can now go to ChatGPT, and well, let's try ChatGPT. Okay, so you can fix humans amoeba virus. That's an interesting statement. Let's go to, I've got ChatGPT here. Yeah, and then I'm going to go back to here. All right. Oh, here we go. What's on the agenda today? Now, you will remember we have that same chat with, oh, you're going to be a doctor soon. Cool. And amoeba virus, where are you tuning in from today? So everybody, I'm going to go back and I'm going to get our prompt here. That long prompt, remember we had it here, and it also had the API token in there, the temporary one. And now let's see if ChatGPT will do the same thing. You're in India. It's very late in India right now. See now, ChatGPT. What did Okay, so see now ChatGPT is not doing a great job here. Let me just see let's see let's just see. All right, so this is its response to the prompt. So let's have a little talk with it. Oh, and so you just studying and found us coding, got curious. Excellent. Well, I'm glad that you tuned in. You can go to the site and get that info. It is in the prompt. I am not I see why you're saying that, but I can't actually make a live API calls to that Joomla endpoint from here, even if the URL and token are provided. So it can't do that. The API is accessible via browser. Go to there, add a header, use curl. Yeah, so yeah, so ChatGPT is not set up for this. All right, well, why don't we try Gemini? See if Gemini will do it. I don't have a lot of hope for Gemini. Gemini seems to tell me it can't, I asked Gemini to make a PDF. It says, oh, I'm sorry, I can't make a PDF. So then I went to Claude and made a PDF. See, as an AI assistant, I don't have the ability to make live help, get, or post. Oh, use Grok. Yeah, I could try Grok. But these are the paid ones that I have. you're willing to act as a bridge. So see, yeah, this would not do it. This is not going to do it. So that's why I did it in Claude. And I guess if someone wants to try to do it in other AI, then I will leave it to them. Now, this leads us to a couple of situations here. And why don't we just spend some time, and I'm going to make some fixes that we've noted along the way here. Now, of course, I've gone and reversed this. This is on the Stage It site, so that's all right. Here we have Visual Studio, and I'm going to give, and this is Claude, I'm going to give it a few things. Amoeba virus, what does this extension do? As I said, in Joomla CMS, there are template overrides, and as Joomla gets updated and there's security things added or things changed, the overrides don't get touched. So this looks to see if there's anything in those overrides that needs to be dealt with. Add the ability to use Claude API also. Yeah, that's, I guess that would be something good to add too. Add Claude API. All right, well, let's do some vibe coding here. First of all, I'm going to give it a couple of things. I'm going to say the text in the confirmation button has some odd characters in it. Now watch this. I'm going to do this, at odd characters in it. I'm going to go here and refresh, and I'm going to do a screenshot of the button right here. All right, I just took a screenshot. Bjorn says, then you can use it in an end-to-end workflow. Okay. Then I will do it. Now, I'm going to go in Visual Studio in it, and I'm just going to paste this image, Control V. All right. Now, I'm also going to say the boxes where the AI, where the prompts are visible, blend in to the other text on the screen. Blend in to the other text on the screen. Okay. And they wrap. And the line wrap leaves lots of space. Now Bjorn suggested showing this as show it as code, right? What did you put further up here? Let's see. Use pre-code code to copy code. All right, use pre-code code to copy code. Copy. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to say perhaps might be a way to display it, but I do like the copy button option as well. All right, so and this I'm going to let's do some test work. No new version to make yet until I say give me test packages. All right, so those are two things that I want to fix there. Okay, now while that is working, let's just read here. Oh, here we go. Claude AI users only. If Claude replies with host not in allow list. Okay, so we actually have here our steps. And that is there. I'll make a tighter video on how to run this. So I'll actually put a video in here for people, a link for people to see. So that was a note that we made. I already have that in there. That's good. Test. Oh, and then I'm going to say this. When we refresh, I'm going to say the before you start pop up keeps opening, even if the don't show, even if the don't show again button is checked when it is closed. All right. Okay. And then also on the session screen, add a download button to download sessions that are selected with a checkbox. Okay, and then this next one, add the option to add a Claude API also for people who want to have the AI access, run this. Okay, so we'll put that in there too. All right, so what have we got here? Okay. 2 changes for the test build. Quick scoping, the buttons show ampersand dash literally, so escapes, so we'll fix that. Let me just see where my files are for this. What's the latest thing that it made? All right, so we will wait. So it's going to make all these into one test view. Fix check token. So disclaimer actually persists. Yep. Oh, you know that the other thing too is that I want to do this. Move the reset overrides for review section to the top. I want people. Okay, let's go here. The control view tool to the top of the page. Is that exactly where we want it? Where I want it? Let's just see here. Okay. Yeah, so this after review and bulk. I don't know. That's I don't know. Let's I think this is not necessary, but we will see. How are we doing here? Okay, well, Claude is chirping away here. Adding a bulk download button and checkboxes to session list. So overall, that went fairly smoothly. There's a few bumps there, but by the way, everyone, my arm is making good progress. I started physio yesterday, so I've got some exercise to help get the range and motion back in. But actually, as you can see, I have been able to. There's quite a bit I'm doing. I'm actually being able to. I can type again as well. All right, where are we at here? All right. Building a test zip. Now, because I've published this, I don't want to risk putting a test up that is not going to work or break a site. So let's just test this now. We will go to System, Install Extensions. We're going to install this test extension. All right, so we go Open Dashboard. First thing, our button is fixed. And we go, I understand, continue. All right. Options. So there you go, Bjorn. We'll make this available for you to test. You can put in your Anthropic API key. Server-side scan automation using this key is in active development and will arrive in future release. Oh. Well, maybe we'll have to work on that today. All right, but you can put the provider in there. What else did, let me just bring up my list here. Oh, let's go to sessions. Hey, notice that pop-up didn't come up. And we also have the option to download that file, our session file, from the list there. That's something I wanted. And then, what else? Oh, hard to read AI prompt. Okay, so it's sort of in its own box now. That's good. Not the super duper best. Still not. Oh, we should check this in light mode too. I haven't even looked at that, but we do have the text there. There's still that session log. Okay, that's cool. Okay. We have a separate thing for sessions, so all right, reset overrides for review are not at the top. All right, so this gives me two ideas. Okay, one idea is this. Oh, move the Reset Overrides Review tool to the top of the page. I'm also going to say on the, let's have buttons the top of the dashboard. Let's have buttons at the top of the dashboard to go to the other links, component links, other links for this component. And also, let's add this now. All right. I'm going to tell it to go ahead and add the server-side scan automation using the key. Okay. So what I've asked it is, some of these things, buttons down here, for instance, open site templates, mark all as reviewed, reset all overrides for review, the new session. I think we just need a button at the top to go to sessions, just so there's not so much that's down here. No, there's no real way to get out of the dashboard out here too. Interesting. Let's see. If we go to contacts. No, I guess we just go down the side here. Let's do this. Let's go to light mode. And let's go to CS template integrity, and we'll go to the dashboard. Boy, that's really bright, isn't it? But it does set out a bit more because this is kind of gray. And we have the things that we can do here. Okay. All right, so let's go user. There we go. Go back to dark mode. Should have a button to run from Joomla. No need for open Claude. Yes, I think, well, if the API is entered, should have a button to run from Joomla. Yeah, if the API is entered, you can just run it. In which case, though, you can yeah. Then there would be no way to open Claude. But I like this because I don't have to pay extra to do this. I can just use my Claude account. I actually just upped the package. I was on the $140 Canadian a month package. I just went up to $280 because I've been doing so much. And but I've also been finding that for every hour I work, Claude is saving me 5 or 6 hours. So that's good. Yes, Julie, it's good to have physio. Good to have a plan. All right, well, let's see how this is coming along. I guess I'm going to have to create an API key. To give this a test. The other thing too is that if I can put in an API key and obfuscate it, it is an option that I could offer to clients if they want to only pay for the API usage that they're using. But actually, I would much rather just have someone say, hey, will you no, what is that, Claude? What is that? Oh, is that well, you created a Joomla skill now also. Good. Brent, is this here, let's just share this thing here. Copy that. This is what Brent is showing here. AI's trusty note-taking sidekick. Never lose track ever again. Your AI doesn't have to remember. Oh, so this is something that's watching every session. I did show, we did look last week, and let me just change screens here to here. Obsidian. So for instance, we looked at this. I just have to really be careful. Let me just close this here. I have been doing a lot of Claude stuff in Obsidian. We saw this in last week's live stream. That you have 3 chats on the go here. I have this reading my email. I have this following along while I do AI stuff in here, but I don't have that in Visual Studio. So that's so let's see. Every observation is auto-categorized, filtered by decision bugs. Wow. Query by file or semantic concept. Aggressive disclosure. Okay. Interesting. Let's see how it works. Let's refresh here because we don't have the top link here. Docs, let's see. That would be okay. So typically I should probably just ask, oh, let me just get back to text here. Brent, you created your Joomla skill. Where did you is that a repo that you have or something you added in Claude or something that you're keeping on your site? Also, is this Claude Mem AI? Is that something that you're using locally? Is it something that you put into that I would put into Visual Studio? I actually can. I'll actually just put this in Visual Studio and ask Claude if that's something that we can use here. But in the meantime, let's just see how things are going. Oh, we've got the test zip ready here. All right, so there's our test zip. And then I have to go into here. Let's go system, install extensions. And we'll open the dashboard. Okay, so okay, I don't think I need the new session button because that is in sessions. Okay. I can click to the action log. Yeah. Go to file backups. I like that. And open site templates. That takes us to there. Great. Okay, now run automated scan. To enable one-click automated scans, click the Options button in the toolbar above. Paste your Anthropic API key. Under the API, AI Provider tab, the manual Claude AI. All right, so here's our tools as it was before. Most do not need this. Mark all as reviewed. Okay, I'm going to need to tidy up this here session log after review. Mark all as reviewed. We just need after the review button. All right, so I have a little bit of organizing to do here to make it a bit understandable, but let's try this with an API. All right, so I'm going to change screens here. I'm going to make an API in Claude to test here. All right, so that would go to Tim settings, a account. Usage. No. No. Let's see. Usage billing. Adjust plan cancellation. Privacy. No. Log out of all devices. Organization. Let's just do here. I need to make a Claude API. Add to an extension. All right, let's see here. It's taking a little bit. Also, something you build and install into your Claude Code user profile. Claude Mem is a local server, so Claude connect to it if they ever. So Claude connects to it if they ever. Every time they connect to Claude Code, the 2 versions of Claude AI. And there's the Claude that allows AI. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Claude.ai. Okay, let's go up. Okay, that's what we'll go to. All right, and then we're going to go to Tim, and we'll go to settings, and we'll go to usage. Billing count. Okay, just a second. I'll tell you. Just tell me where to go to create an API. Man, come on, Claude. Too much information. Claude AI does not Support API, so you have to build a connector for it to use a token. Okay, sign in. Settings, API keys, create key. Settings, API key. I don't know. My goodness. Platform.claude.com. Okay. I just yeah, there you go. You're right. Platform.claude.com. That took me to it. And then for everyone that sees where I'm looking here, that is where we're at. Platform.claude.com. And then I'm going to create a key. I'm just going to do this without streaming it. Your key, template, security, template, integrity. Add, copy the key. All right. So I've made the key. And now I'm going to go back to here and I'm going to paste the Anthropic key in there. I don't think that you'll be able to see it, but let me just go Control V. Yeah. All right. So you can't see it. And I'm going to save and close. And now I have this option here. No, exactly. Yeah, Brent. So I've earlier in the stream, we've already run this using my Claude account. Basically, it gives you the prompt to run, and Claude is able to access through my app, can go and do that, and we can see that here. This is what we've already done earlier in the stream. So there's no charge there. But Bjorn asked for the AI to be able to put in an API. So I just developed that just now. Hello, Stefan. So the API key is saved. So one Anthropic API call per scan. Sites with more than 60 overrides are capped to the first 60 per run. Rerun for the next batch. Anyways, all right. So I put an API in there, and now I'm going to run a scan. And okay, let's see. All right. That might just be because it is still new. Invalid X API key. I'll just wait here. Let's just see. What was that? Where was I talking to? Claude here. And I was made it now. Now it says I need $5 in there as well. So Stefan is back from China today. Welcome back. Let me just go into my Claude account here, make sure that I've got a balance. Billing, usage. General. Just looking here. Okay. Well, maybe I will just go back here. And let's just see. Okay, some extension of separate fields for ONM. Okay, I have to check something here. It is active. It is there. All right, let me just go into options. Let's post this whole big long key. It is there. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put that in Visual Studio here. Let's just see if that is something there. Yeah, so we've got some let's just see what we got here. Hmm. Oh, it looks like it's going to try changing something. Two-line break and error message might collapse in Joomla. This alert renders making a single line. All right, let's see if this little fix is what does it. Might be a white space in there. Oh, that's true. Okay, it's a good point. I'm going to say you know what? It doesn't need the API key because it's running right on the server there. The API key is when you're using Claude externally, I think. Or is that not needed because it is running on the site? All right, so let's go back to here. We'll go to System, Install Extensions. Put that in there. Open the dashboard. Okay, at least we got a better error. Let's see. And then let me just move this over here. I might not have copied I did copy the whole thing, but here it says it ends BX-W. Oh, this has something extra. See, the API that I have here is actually has characters after BX-W. All right, let's just see here. Changing that from there to password. Here, your question about the API, Bjorn, it's not needed because we're running on the site. There are two different APIs in play here. Joomla Anthropic requires Anthropic key. The automatic scan processes our web services API entirely. PHP code is already running on your site, so we don't need that. But we do have a test zip. All right, so now to not give up away the API, I need to go to here and go system, install extensions. And I'm going to take this latest change, put that in, open the dashboard, options. And I see here that the password that I pasted was not the full one. There's something missing off the end. All right, now we can switch back to here in camera. Now let's run the automated scan. Oh, there you go. This will call the Anthropic API on your saved key and may take 30 to 90 seconds. Okay. This is promising. So yeah, the key that I pasted in there, which I copy and pasted, did not have full characters. Yeah, I'm going to put that down here. Okay, running automatic scan. Oh, automatic scan failed. Okay, so let's go back down here. Okay, got another bug in the language file here. No, that's an error in the message. Let's see, view all sessions. Here is our second session. That was much faster, wasn't it? Okay. Okay. Yeah, there was a session. Installed. Okay, links. Okay. This after the scan, does one interact and ask for actions based on the results? Yeah, that's a good point there. I like that idea. I'm gonna put that right in there, and that's Brent's ideas. Put that in there. Automatic scan stops that produce that. There's no UI yet for apply, fix one, dismiss two. You have to fall back to manual workflow competent 2 paths. Quick win. Continue this review in Claude button on the session detail page. Or to build bigger, chat with Claude box on the session detail page. Okay, so first of all right, so continue this review in Claude button on the session detail page. One click copies a pre-baked fixed prompt to the clipboard with the session ID already filled in. Same model as the scan prompt copy button. Low effort, zero new server infrastructure ships today. The user still has to switch to a Claude window, but the friction drops. Okay. We're going to do the bigger build. All right, so basically the options here too are one to get the session and then go to a Claude window and get more information. But if you want that to happen, if you want to talk back and forth with Claude, we need to put that inside the extension. All right, well, okay, so let me just check something here. All right, just I was curious, as you'll see, that this is the Claude up here. This is the template integrity API I made. That one scan costs 20 cents US. Now, it is a faster method. So if you were doing this for a client and put on the API, then took it off and charged a flat fee for doing the review, 20 cents is nothing. Yeah, Bjorn says not cheap, but you like it. Yeah, and we have the option in there. That's why I like to use the Claude app or my account, because if I do 10 sites today, that's 2 US. That's still not too bad, but I can save that too, and it can run. I can also get Claude and Obsidian to just go ahead and run it on sites. All right, let's see what we've got here. Diagnostics model. Working away. All right, what do we got? Get this done and tested, then I will push it so that it's live. I still have to create a, well, I guess I have a Jet account. I just don't have any things, software added to it. Very interesting in our earlier test there that neither ChatGPT nor Gemini could do something. Now that was 20 cents too, and remember, I reset all of the template overrides on this site. I wonder if I could get this to automatically put in the API of the user that is using it. We will see. So this is version 1.0.4. I suppose with a new feature like this added, perhaps I should make it version 2. One of the things that I like, I have it set in the Joomla Brain repo that I've made. I have really nice, does nice versioning. Although, look at that, it's not using, let's go to here, refer to the Joomla Brain when working on this extension, including formatting of change logs. Yeah, because I like to get some icons in there. Joomla Brain, for those of you, we go to GitHub, Cybersalt, Joomla Brain. This is my repo where I have everything that Claude learns while I'm working on Joomla. I have it refer to the Joomla Brain So one of the recent ones here is the 4SCF integration. That was last month, so that components that I'm running will work on the front end with 4SCF. Yes. Yeah, exactly, Brent. Yeah, I had skills. I was creating skills in Claude, but it was they were getting filled up. So what I've done is I created the repo called Joomla Brain, and I just always have it refer back. It's a sub repo in all of my extensions, but they know to get the latest. In all my extension repos, they know to get the latest from the Joomla Brain in from the main repo. So now when I build a plugin or extension, I tell it to follow the instructions in the Joomla Brain, and then it does quite a bit. Sometimes it forgets. I have a list of things I want in every extension. For instance, when I install extension, I want to have a link that goes to the dashboard right away. So I try to get it to do that. So if we if we were to go to the Joomla Brain, and let's go to Joomla 5 UI user interface patterns. So here's cache busting, modal dialog pattern. This is what I like to use. Show hide modal with jQuery, config page sections, long label column alignment. All these are all things that have come up, and I've said add it to the Joomla Brain, and things that we fixed. Yes. So yes, exactly. And I remind it to load the Joomla Brain each time. I just say follow the Joomla Brain, because so what we just saw now was it missed something. But here's just tons of stuff. And this is I made this public so people can borrow from it and use it. Here's the article picker and plugin settings. Use type SQL, not modal article. So, anyways, and again, a lot of this stuff I'm not totally familiar. I don't know what it's doing. But as we check back in here, hopefully it's going to grab this change log and fix some things up when it sees it. It's got a lot to work on right now. So this is why I up to the next limit in Claude. And honestly, I would just do other work while this was running and not watch it. But since we're live here, that looks kind of boring if I just sit here quietly. The other thing that I've not done to this is that I will do later on today. I will make it multilingual. I have in the Joomla Brain, I have the top 10 languages and a bunch of bonus languages. So I think it's like 14 languages that every Joomla extension should be translated into that I build. Okay, so you made a Joomla skill based off the Joomla documentation. What do you have the link for that documentation? So I would add I would like that I should add that to the brain as a reference. Although I think a lot of the stuff I think a lot of the stuff it's been referring to that anyways when it goes looking. Here's a test zip loading lockout overlay, diagnostics model, chat with Claude, schema migration endpoint. That's yes. This is uh, Okay, thank you for that. Does this extension update with Joomla Update? Yes, we're just about to see that. Let's see, chat with Claude. Okay, so I've got a test here to install. So let's do that. System, install extensions. Okay. I think I installed the wrong thing. I installed the wrong thing. I installed an old version. There we go. All right. You'll be... All right, well, let's just try this again. All right, here's our button. That's our button saying it'll take 30 to 90 seconds. Okay, and there's Brent's suggestion there, running automatic scan. All right, that's a really nice feature. I like that. Good suggestion, Brent. And we will just watch. Okay. Please don't close this window. I don't even think there's a way to close it. Okay. Here it is. Oh, okay. Look at what we have down here. Tell Claude what to do next. So here's our check. We read this over. What I checked. There's the drop files. Oh, so there was a drop files thing. Remember, we fixed all the other things, and I just reset this. So we got the drop files. And these. So let's just say fix. All right, let's see here. There's the link for the first version of the Joomla skill. You can place it in Claude. Okay, that's great. I'm going to do that. Oh, sorry. Okay, Joomla skill version 1. I'm going to put that there. Thanks, Brent. Claude skills Joomla for global load does not load on Claude desktop app. Okay. Okay. Let me, I'm going to copy this chat so I can remember that. So basically down here, let's try one thing. Let's just say, fix the one warning first of all. All right, so if I send to Claude, okay. All right, so Let's see, what are we up to here? $0.41. Okay, so I have a limit set on this. So I obviously could not send that, but only because I'm using, oh, this is organization's rate limit, 10,000 input tokens per minute. Let's just see here. I'll just put this here, just in case there's something that we need to see. We'll go here. All right, let's see what's here. It has skills for component, plugin, library, module systems of Joomla. Excellent. Can I let the Joomla brain look at that, Brent, and then add it? Add things that it finds, or oh, here's what it was. It was showing the fix. Don't persist the giant scan prompt as conversation history. Place it with a short summary. All right, so we're capping the tool result. Okay, so okay, good. I'll also I will also tell Claude as it's looking at it to ignore things that might be relevant just to your projects. Some of my projects might be in here, but I think I should ask about that. I also need to do a security review on this extension. Oh, an option to add checkboxes for each fix recommended. Okay. So how would that work if there's because what's getting fed back is just the results from the AI scan. Let's just do this. Let's go system, install extensions, put that there. And then we'll go back here. Oh, fix 125.950. Yeah, okay. And then we'll just reply. Here's the report. Oh, is this? So this is for the session. Okay. Fix the one high alert. Let's just do that. Let's send that to Claude. Okay, another little mistake here. We'll pop that in here. Okay. Okay, here's another fix. I think definitely we'll make this version 2. We could actually have it Claude respond with a prompt at the end in order to fix different things. That would be changing the prompt. All right, so here we go. New test here. Okay, we're going to refresh. Okay, and it's mentioning this here. What you should do, fix override 18, 3, 5, and 18. Fix override 18, 3, and 5. All right, let's do this. Fix override. I knew I was going to forget this. 18, 3, and 5. And let's send it to Claude, see what happens. Okay. All right, so that's okay. Well, that's a big scan before. So let's do one more scan here. Run automated scan now. Let's see if it makes a shorter thing for us. Is it just me or am I having network screening issues? I don't have any alerts. Anybody else having streaming issues? Or issues with the stream? Oh, so I'm clearly over the limit here. Please reduce the prompt length. Okay, so that's a big, so it's just the amount that's happening here. All right. Well, there's still information that we're getting here. Automated scan. That's still working. Okay, so I'm going to, because here's what I will do, because okay, so some buffering problems, most of the time it's streaming good. I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to say this. Since that works with the API, we're just having a problem with talking back and the number of keys. We will. I'm just gonna do this. Let's bump this to version 2.0. 0.0 and do all the things we do when a version is bumped, according to the Joomla brain. According to the Joomla brain. All right, so I'm going to bump this, and then we're going to... Bjorn, you can test the update. And while it's doing that, let's fix override 18. See if we're over that yet. No, it's still using too many things. I think it's because this result is too big. I think we can see why the other method is better. So that's where I would do this. I'm just gonna, after v2 is committed and pushed, let's add a warning. Let's add some info to the API method. Scan, informing the user that of the token usage warning. Perhaps for the do that. Okay, now notice here, see I got a rocket in my change log. I like the icons. It's supposed to put the icons in for things. So the Joomla brain did catch up on that. All right, so later on today, I will run and make this multilingual. So there'll be another update patch that goes out. Anyways, although this is not the first component that I've been working on for Joomla, I like this one because I think it's a useful tool for people to look at their templates and their overrides. At Boz PC, you are very welcome. And hopefully it's a tool that is useful for people. It is going to be useful for me to be doing this for clients as well. So. And while I'm using this, I'm sure I'll see some little things that need to be fixed. Yeah, so we'll just wait for this to go in. And of course, if you want to test, you can always leave something on GitHub. A response or something for me to work on this. Oh, I need to do run a security review on this too. Some of the work that we've done today to also run a security review of everything. You are a Joomla and software security expert. Did I disclose a method or app to consolidate email and chat info into one easy to manage funnel? Oh, you need that. Have I built any PHP unit tests, PHP fixer? No, I haven't done that. In fact, I don't even know what that is. Although I think there might be some type of PHP. I just had Claude. Bjorn, if you want to check, it says that the update is available now. So if you want to check the Joomla update, I've got the latest one installed, so I can't test that. But if we go up here and refresh, let's go template integrity. Okay, you will later. Great. 4 releases. What is this? No, don't need that. 4 releases. So strange that they don't have the file just to download here. You would think that you could just download it here. Yes, Bjorn, thank you. Boz PC, there's my email address, tim@cybersalt.com. It runs the test on your component, verify time you push the code. Oh. No, that's, but I'm going to take this chat. I'm going to take this whole YouTube chat and dump it into Claude and keep a record of it here in my Obsidian vault and get it to summarize and make recommendations and things I can follow up on, because I've got the other links that you shared as well. Here we go. Download the latest release. Oh, there we go. And there it is. And where would I download this thing from? Oh, down at the bottom here. There it is. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for this today. Hey, let's just go back here and let's say fix number. Oh, there we go. Continue with Claude. Tell Claude what to do next. Okay, fix number, I think it's 18, right? Fix number 18. I'll try this later on, see. No. All right. I'll have to maybe play around and think about this. All right. Well, it's Boz PC. Did you get my email there to contact me? Yeah. So everybody, thanks. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being part of me showing my first Joomla extension that I'm putting out there publicly. Okay, great, Boz PC. That's great. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. I gotta go do some exercise on my arm and grab some lunch. And yeah, thanks for joining me on today's live stream. As usual, find the right button here. As usual, I hope that wherever this finds you, be it morning, evening, afternoon, or tomorrow, that you are well. Till the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites and God bless.